what we need to do is convert our data so that it looks like this. What we need for the anterior posterior axis to be in column A, the medial lateral axis to be in column B, and the third column is vertical force. Depending on how your data is output from your software will depend on what you need to do to convert it into this sort of format. But pretty much regardless of the system, you should be able to create a macro to do it really quickly and easily. For example, here's some data that's been output from Vicom Nexus as a CSV file. This has only the force data collected for a trial, which is the easiest way to do it for balance, as exporting the kinematic data as well changes the order of how the data is organized. This can stop a macro from working well, so we want to make it as simple as possible. For the analysis program, we need to know the sampling rate, which was 200 Hz, and the length of the trial, which is 32 seconds. Now I'm going to select anterior posterior, which is COPX, and mediolateral, which is COPY, along with the vertical force, which is the column force Z. So instead of copying and pasting these data into a new Excel file and saving this as a CSV to upload, what I'm going to do is create a macro which will automate this process. To do this, you go to View, Macros, Record Macro, and we'll call it Balance, and give it the shortcut Control-Q. The trick is to put it into a new workbook so that when you close the current one, it doesn't get deleted. Then click OK, and in the new workbook, you'll see a stop button, and it says that a macro is currently recording. Click to stop. Obviously, this means it is recording, and everything you do from now on will be converted into computer code. So if we go back to trial 21, we can start moving things around. We'll take the 3 columns and copy them to the start of the spreadsheet using a right click and paste. Then delete all the data that comes after and above it. Then click Save. Do keep it in CSV format by clicking Yes and close it. Now we don't want to save the changes again because we've already saved it. Now we're back at the macro workbook. Click the stop button because the macro is finished. So be careful because this is irreversible, so make sure you have a backup. Now because we have a macro, we can open the next trial, trial 22, and instead of selecting and pasting, simply press Control-Q. This does all of the manual work for you, including saving it, so you can click Don't Save when the message pops up. We'll repeat this again for trial 23, and you can see how much it speeds the process up.